Va shabda bhichalaha.
Dharma badho vidharmasya.
Dharma badha vidharma syat. All together.
Paradharmonya choditaha.
Paradharmonya choditaha.
Upadharmastu pakhando.
Upadharmastu pakhando.
Dambho va shabda bhikshalaha.
Dambho va shabda bhichalaha. Dharma bandho vidharma syat. Paradharmonya choditaha. Upadharmastu pakhando. Dambhova shabda bhichalaha. Dharmbadho vidharma syat. Paradharmonya choditaha.
Shabda bhikshalaha.
Prabhuji. Dharma badho vidharma syat.
Dharmastu pakhando. Dharmo va shabda bhikshalaha.
Okay. Word for word. Dharma badaha obstructs the execution of one's own religious principles. Vidharmaha against the principles of religion. Syat should be. Paradharmaha imitating religious systems for which one is unfit. Anyachoditaha, which is introduced by someone else. Upadharmaha, concocted religious principles. Tu, indeed. Pakhandaha, by one who is against the principles of the Vedas, standard scriptures. Dambhaha, who is falsely proud. Va, or Shabdabhit, by word jugglery. Chalaha, a cheating religious system. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Religious principles that obstruct one from following his own religion are called vidharma. Religious principles introduced by others are called paradharma. A new system of religion created by one who is falsely proud and who opposes the principles of the Vedas is called upadharma. And interpretation by one's jugglery of words is called chaladharma. I say, you say. Religious principles that obstruct one from following his own religion are called vidharma. Religious principles introduced by others are called paradharma. A new type of religion created by created by one who is falsely proud and who opposes the principles of the Vedas is called upadharma. And interpretation by one's jugglery of words is called chaladharma. Purport by His Divine Grace, Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. To create a new type of dharma has become fashionable in this age. So-called swamis and yogis support that one may follow any type of religious system according to one's own choice, because all systems are ultimately the same. In Srimad Bhagavatam, however, such fashionable ideas are called vidharma because they go against one's own religious system. The real religious system is described by the Supreme Personality Godhead, Sarva dharmam parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja. The real religious system is that one surrender to the lotus feet of the Lord. In the 6th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, in connection with Ajamil's deliverance, Yamaraj says, Dharmam tu sakshat bhagavat pranitam. Real religion is that which is given by the Supreme Personality Godhead, just as real law is that which is given by the government. No one can manufacture actual law at home, nor can one manufacture actual religion. Elsewhere it is said, Savai pumsam parodharmo yato bhaktir adhoksaje. The real religious system is that which leads one to become a devotee of the Supreme Lord. Therefore, anything opposed to this religious system of progressive Krishna consciousness is called vidharma, paradharma, upadharma, or chaladharma. Misinterpretation of Bhagavad Gita is chaladharma. When Krishna directly says something and some rascal interprets it to mean something different, this is chaladharma, a religious system of cheating, or shabdabhit, a jugglery of words. One should be extremely careful to avoid these various types of cheating systems of religion. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Chakshurmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhuve vacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Namam Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Tinamine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavari Paschacha Desatarine. So we'll read the translation. Religious principles that obstruct one from following his own religion are called vidharma. Religious principles introduced by others are called paradharma. A new system of religion created by one who is falsely proud and who opposes the principles of the Vedas is called upadharma. And interpretation by one's jugglery of words is called chala dharma. So, because we live in the material world is by nature temporary and full of faults, hot and colds, black and white, even including time is relative in the material world. So everything in the material world has a tendency to be in constant flux. For example, the word gay, in its original context, means happy. And many other words also, they over the course of time, they change their meaning. And then the language, not just language, but dialects, they also change. I think, for example, the Chaitanya Charitamrita, printed by the BBT, the original Chaitanya Charitamrita in English, someone approached Giriraj Maharaj and told him that actually they cannot understand because this is old Bengali. Just like you have Old English. You can understand something of Old English or Hinglish, you know. But like I said, everything changes in this world. And so also religion, unfortunately, there's so many religions that are not real religions. They change the meaning of religion. And so therefore you have so many so many false religions like that. We won't get into the specific ones, but we can understand that, like for example, when Krishna was on the planet 5,040 years ago, his father Nanda Maharaj was performing a what was it? At Govardhan? Indra Puja? Yeah, Indra Puja. So he was worshiping the rain god, Indra, for bountiful crops, for rain. He was worshiping for rain, for bountiful crops. Just like we have like a farmer's almanac, which is like something like between a calendar and astrology and stuff like that, astronomy and like that. So Nanda Maharaj, Krishna's father, he was worshiping Indra, who's the demigod in charge of rain, and so Krishna he approached his father and said, "What are you doing? I don't understand this." Krishna was a very small boy; he was like 7 years old, and his father said, "That's okay. I'll tell you some other time. You don't have to worry right now. We're doing this because this is our tradition and like that." And so then Krishna, he was a little like a child. He's like very. Some children are very hyper. They want to know what's going on and like this. So he kept on pressing his father, Nanda Maharaj. Why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? We actually we're actually farmers, and we take care of cows and like that. And we should, instead of worshiping a demigod, we should worship we should worship the hill Govardhan in Vrindavan. Govardhan hill is an incarnation of Krishna, and so Krishna himself is telling his father Nanda Maharaj we should worship the hill Govardhan instead of getting into like unnecessary rituals, ritualistic things, that are very complicated rituals and like this. We should just worship God in the form of this hill called Govardhan. So Prabhupada explains that in India there's, what's it called? The Karmakanda. The yeah, but the specific you worship. Okay, you don't have to worship God. You just do your duty, and then naturally you'll get good karma. Karma mimamsa. Sorry. So there's different kinds of karma. There's prarabdha karma, but we're specifically talking about karma mimamsa. Karma mimamsa means you just do your job and you be good, you don't hurt others, and then naturally you'll get good karma like that. But they don't take into account the fact that everything, including karma, comes from God. So we might be goody good two shoes and be very nice in the mode of goodness and not disturb others and not hurt other people and like that. But if we're not worshiping God, that's useless. It's not useless because it's the mode of goodness, but beyond the mode of goodness, because there's three modes of nature: ignorance, passion, and goodness. But there's something beyond goodness, which is called Vishuddha Sattva. Sattva means goodness. And so Vishuddha Sattva means transcendental to the mundane or material mode of goodness in this material world. So the Karma Mimamsa philosophy says that we should just do our dharma. We should follow our dharma very nicely and work hard and supply the necessities for our dependents and be good and don't hurt others. But that has nothing to do with God. So that's the problem. Without understanding that the source of everything in the cosmic manifestation is a person, and his name is Krishna, and our dharma is to love Krishna and serve him according to our tendencies, like that. Time is running out. Got to move on here. Any questions so far? So Prabhupada explains at the end of the purport that misinterpretation of Bhagavad Gita is chala dharma. Chala means shadow, yeah, like shadow chanting or whatever like that. Chala dharma. I believe it means. Nobody knows? Chala. Oh, cheating. Okay. But there's I'm thinking of chaya, not this. Sorry. Wrong Sanskrit word. So if there's no questions or comments or anything, we can move on with, I'll just say the translation once more. Religious principles that obstruct one from following his own religion are called vidharma. Religious principles introduced by others are called paradharma. A new type of religion created by one who is falsely proud and who opposes the principles of the Vedas is called upadharma. And interpretation by one's jugglery of words is called chala dharma. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. So I was asked to speak a little bit about Vrindavan, India. The Vrindavan is the land of Krishna. Krishna appeared on the planet in Vrindavan, India, 5,040 years ago. And he appeared in this village called Vrindavan. Vrindavan means, Vrinda means Tulsi, the holy Tulsi plant. Is Tulsi on the altar? It's a small one. The big one is not there, huh? But because we had Tulsi Puja this morning, but he was not there, so he doesn't know what we're talking about. But anyhow, this is also Tulsi, like that. So what did I say last time? Okay, so Vrindavan, Van means forest, and Vrinda means Tulsi. So Vrindavan means the forest of Tulsi. So of course nowadays, like as I was saying, and everything is in flux, so things are changing. So Vrindavan in today may not look like a forest, but in another dimension it is, because we understand that there's different dimensions. There's first dimension, second dimension, third dimension, fourth dimension. There's different dimensions like that. So although we can't see, just like we can't see Krishna with our material vision, but Krishna, he's everywhere. And by practicing the process of devotional service, of bhakti yoga, by chanting Hare Krishna, then Krishna, he will reveal himself directly, face to face, according to our sincere endeavor and loving service. So devotional service means to love God, and there's many ways of loving God, but the first and foremost way of loving God is by bhakti yoga and mantra meditation. By the man means mind, and tra means to free, and the mantra meditation prescribed as like a medical prescription in this age of Kali Yuga, this age of quarrel and hypocrisy, is the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So when one goes to Vrindavan, everyone is not chanting Hare Krishna. What are they chanting? Radhe, Radhe, Radhe. So who is Radhe? Radhe is Radharani. She's standing next to Krishna. Krishna is playing the flute, and Radharani, she's standing next to him. So Radharani is the Hladini Shakti, or the pleasure-giving potency or energy of Krishna. Krishna has multifarious energies, material energies, spiritual energies. And so this material world is part of Krishna. And as I was mentioning, there's different dimensions, there's different galaxies, different universes, different planets. And even in this, there's a microcosm and there's a macrocosm. So Krishna, he's within, Krishna is everywhere. He's as the super soul. So we are all souls, and then God is in the heart as the super soul. And Krishna, he's within the atom, and he's outside the atom. And according to our purity, we can come to see God face to face by practicing bhakti yoga. So Vrindavan is, right now it's very hot in Vrindavan, like 105 degrees, 110 degrees sometimes. And Krishna, he plays in the pasture fields, tending the cows and the bulls with his cowherd boyfriends. They tend the cows all day. They go out to the fields with the cows early in the morning, and then they come back in the late afternoon. And when they come back covered in what's it called? Duli, right? But I was going to. There's an American expression, pinky dust or whatever it's called, pixie dust or something. So his face is all like powdery, and his hair, his curly black hair, is also full of dust and powdery and like that. And it looks like it looks like you in the entertainment world you have like mimes, and they don't speak, but they act like sort of like a clown, and their face is all white, like they have this makeup. So so Krishna, he would appear like he had makeup on, like that, from the dust that the cows and the bulls would kick up in the air. So all the dust would come up in the air when the cows were going to different places. Krishna and his cowherd friends, they would take the cows out to the fields, and then they'd bring them back in the afternoon. So all this dust is going everywhere. That's why Krishna is full of dust like that. Nowadays, like I said, it's not so much to our material imperfect vision. We can't see Vrindavan because we're not in a pure state ourselves. We have so many inebrities or coverings, like the false ego. We're jealous of other people. We're egocentric, like that. We want everything. We don't care about anybody else. We just want to enjoy to the max. We want to become like the supreme, like that. But by practicing bhakti yoga, then we understand that we're not supreme. We're parts of the whole. And Krishna is like the ocean, and we're also like Krishna but not in quantity. We're God, but we're God in quality, not in quantity. There's an ocean, and there's a drop of water. So the drop of water it can never be equal to the ocean. Everything is contained in the ocean. So that ocean is the supreme Godhead, Krishna, and we're parts of God, like that. So the purpose of life is to develop our relationship with Krishna as a friend, as a parent, as a servant, as a lover, or in a neutral state. That is the purpose of life, to develop our love for God. So Vrindavan, everyone is chanting the names of God, but mostly they're chanting Radhe, Radhe. But they also chant sometimes Hare Krishna, also like that. And the rickshaws are like not tricycles, but it has three wheels, and it's for transportation, like a taxi, but it's like a bicycle with two big wheels on the back. So those rickshaws. A lot of them they go back and forth all over the town, and you pay money and you go to town or whatever. And instead of having a horn or a bell on the bike, they vocalize by saying Radhe Radhe or Hare Krishna, like that. And then you're hearing the name of God all the time, Krishna Krishna Krishna, or Radhe Radhe Radhe, like that. So instead of honking the horn, they say Hare Krishna or Radhe Radhe, like that. And any questions or comments for so far? about Vrindavan. So, as we mentioned before, the goal of the Srimad Bhagavatam is Braja Bhakti. So there's Mathura Bhakti, there's Dwarka Bhakti, there's Ayodhya Bhakti, but the goal of the Bhagavad Purana, Srimad Bhagavatam, is to focus on Krishna, who's wearing a peacock feather in his hair, like that. And so far, question, yeah?
Really, like, what has been your inspiration and to stay for so many years in Vrindavan now?
Yeah, Vrindavan is, it's not so easy to go to Vrindavan. You can try to go to Vrindavan by buying a ticket, like an airplane ticket. But just like you have on a laptop, you're supposed to have antivirus and like this. If you don't have, and if you don't have if you don't have antivirus, then I'm sorry. You have like also you have like filters like that, and you have a password. So if you don't know the password, you can't get in. You can't log in. So if you don't have the password, you can't log into Vrindavan. You can't. You might hear about Vrindavan. You read about Vrindavan, and you might try to go to Vrindavan. But if you don't know the password, you can even be in Vrindavan, but because you don't have the password, like I said, then you can't actually see the multi-dimensional aspect of Vrindavan. Just like in the mundane examples, we have extraterrestrials, and we have angels, and we have ghosts, but we can't see the ghosts, but they're there, and we can't see angels, and we can't see extraterrestrials, but there's different dimensions in space. So in Vrindavan, unless you have the password, you can't actually enter Vrindavan proper like that. Even people will go to Vrindavan, but because they don't have the password, their consciousness is not pure, then they're materialistic, and they will only see the outer covering. Just like you have to, if there's a filter, like for example, in a drying, like not a washing machine, but a dryer, it has like the filter thing, and if you don't clean it out, then it's it's not good for the dryer. So you have to clean it out. You have to clean the filter. So we also have to clean the filter by chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. And that's our password for entering Vrindavan Dham and serving Lord Krishna. So also association, just like we have association here in the temple here. We go outside and there's less association. So in the temple there's more association. Online there's also devotee association. And in Vrindavan there's also there's association. And but if we're here in the temple, Prabhupada said that the temple is not meant for lazies and crazies. Lazies don't do anything, and crazies do too much. So we don't want any lazies and crazies. We want normal people to love God, and the lazies and crazies, they should also love God. But we should keep them away from breaking anything, physical or metaphysical. We can give them prasadam. We can give them Krishna Prasad, and then they can advance like that. So Vrindavan is a locality, but it's also a state of mind. If our mind is not spiritual, then we cannot see Vrindavan. If our mind is not spiritual, we cannot see Krishna or Radharani or Radha Gopi Ballabha. So we have to spiritualize our consciousness by chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So if one wants to go to Vrindavan, the best way to go to Vrindavan is to go in a group or to go with a friend. That especially if you've never been to India, there's what's called culture shock. So many materialists, even they go to some country like South America or whatever, some poor country, and they go in the city, and they get surrounded by beggars, and like here in Boston, we might accidentally go to the red district, and we might get mugged or something like that. So in Vrindavan, you might get transcendentally mugged by beggars on the street, and they'll be pulling on your shirt, and they'll go in like this, food, give, like that. But actually, we understand that all spirit souls are transcendental, and they're all full of knowledge, happiness, and what's the third one?
Bliss.
And bliss. Well, happiness is the same thing.
Knowledge.
Oh, eternality, yes. So we're all eternal spirit souls, full of knowledge and happiness. But some of us are covered over, and some are covered more, and some are covered less with the modes of nature. So when one goes to Vrindavan and there's some beggars like that, they're not actually suffering, like seriously suffering. Just like here, we have soup kitchens. In Vrindavan, all the temples, they give free prasadam to everyone. So nobody's starving to death. Like maybe 60 years ago, everyone in America would say, oh, India, oh, people are starving to death. But nobody's starving to death. So they're actually the trick is that everyone wants to serve Krishna in Vrindavan, or mostly they want to serve Radharani. But we want to serve Radharani also. We want to serve Radha Gopi Pallava also. So the trick is we don't let them steal our service to Krishna. That's the point. If you go to Vrindavan and the beggars, you can give them fruits and vegetables like that. But Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, there's charity in the mode of goodness, charity in the mode of passion, and charity in the mode of ignorance. Like if you give somebody on the street here in Boston, $1 or $5 or $10, they might misuse it. You don't know what's going to happen with that donation. So that is charity in the mode of ignorance and passion. So we should try to give charity in the mode of goodness by chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Yes?
Can I ask a follow-up?
Should we take prasadam and then we ask question?
Yeah. I'm sorry, I went overtime again.
No. Is it okay?
Yes, we'll go and take Krishna Prasadam, and then we can continue.
Extend our discussion.
All right. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.